But yeah, it's a great time to get into melee. And speaking of great melee, we got n0ne and 2saint, the run back from yesterday. Once again, 2saint taking that one in a pretty decisive game 5 set. But we'll see if n0ne's got something different here today.
Yeah, and this is a matchup where Jigglypuff cannot make any mistakes, right? She's going to explode if she gets hit. But that said, it's just hard to hit her. She's got crouch, she's super light and floaty, falls out of a lot of stuff. But Falcon does not seem to mind that whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, it's the shield drop knee from n0ne already starting hot, and again n0ne not dropping a single game throughout this loser's run, so he's been looking hot, and I'm not talking about the fever that he apparently has. Despite the sickness, he's been playing amazing, and it's continuing so far here in this game 1.
Yeah, it might be contagious because he's got 2saint to the ropes so far, not looking so good himself. 50% on the second stock already. What's the edge guard going to be? Ooh, slipping by with the air dodge and only taking a weak hit of forward air, so no reset on the edge guard.
Yeah, and in this net play era, 2saint's arguably been even more successful than HBox. Obviously, it has not entered nearly as much as HBox, but 2saint doing some really big things in the online era, so this is no slouch for n0ne to deal with at all.
Yeah, and he was on such a good pace before the online.
Oh my
era,
God!
Right?
I can't believe he went down there for that. That was insane, and he still got it and recovered. n0ne looking good, but 2saint finds that up smash to finally take the first stock.
Look, if you're not familiar with n0ne, this guy plays like an animal. He makes plays that no one would even think of. So to go off stage and that deep against a character like Puff, who has such a reliable recovery, that's just like the tip of the iceberg for this guy. I think we're going to see some even more insane stuff throughout the course of this bracket, but 2saint, he's bleeding out, man. He needs to figure out something fast. No tech chase into the up air or arrest on the platform. And you got to just chip away at this very heavy, very healthy Falcon.
Right. It's super tough to do, especially in this kind of scenario. When you're down a stock like this, rest is off the table. You can't really take that stock trade because it's not in your favor at this point. So it's you just gotta basically do stuff like this, get him off stage, and that's where Puff can excel a lot in the matchup, is Falcon being one of the easiest characters to edgeguard in the game. If Puff can find that edgeguard, then can kill Falcon very quickly, as we saw there. n0ne still with the stock lead though.
Ooh, approaching with the stomp, catching Puff from a horizontal angle there. Nice, gentleman, but no follow-up. Looks like he's just trying to get any clean hit that leads into a grab. Yeah, because up airs will fall off of that. And this damage, pretty scary for Puff already. One knee from a good amount of this stage, and she's dead.
Right. Yeah, and another situation there where rest could have come out, but obviously not in this scenario. That's unfortunate for 2saint that he hasn't found more of those opportunities when the stocks are even and he can actually afford to rest.
Yeah, and to make a big play with Puff often depends on that rest. And of course, the other side of the coin being edge guards. We saw a clean one from 2saint, but can he repeat it? And does he have the juice to continue to have that momentum on the next stock and actually get rid of n0ne? Oh, okay. Swift edge hog.
Yeah, nice little edge hog there, but mountain to climb here. Oh, n0ne getting a little too crazy off stage. Immediately goes back to center smartly.
Ooh, that landing up air could have been terrifying, but the percent's just too low. Able to pick up a grab, and
the crouch cancel from n0ne as well. One of the geniuses of crouch canceling, despite n0ne talks a lot of smack about crouch canceling, but he uses it better than almost anyone in the business. It's a joy to watch because you'll almost never just see him crouching for an extended period of time waiting to get hit. He only hits down as he needs to hit down to get that crouch cancel. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, that's also really smart. It's almost like using it as a parry, right? You're not giving that visual cue that you're looking for a CC, and then it's not going to give your opponent extra time to react and do something else. So very nice game 1 from n0ne, though. A fairly healthy last stock. Still could be scary against the likes of Puff. She gets you off stage once, arrests you, and it's over. But yeah, the percents being low enough for a crouch cancel grab there got him the knee that won the game. So like you said, Chillin, that aspect of n0ne's play, so game defining.
Yeah, and especially helps against a character like Puff, where she has very few moves that she'll commonly use in neutral that will not be able to be crouch cancel. It's pretty much just drill. So The fact that n0ne has such a strong crouch cancel game gives him a great advantage in this matchup.
All right, here on Dreamland, though, it's going to give Puff a little bit more survivability. n0ne's got to work harder for the kills. Off stage, well, that's pretty much just the same for n0ne. Oh, okay, I like that. Hitting one hit of Dare, but wow, okay, it does result in the kill.
Yeah, doesn't quite get there with the air dodge. I like the idea from n0ne. If he had up beat, he was likely dead anyway, so kind of had to take that risk there. But solid edge guarding from 2saint.
Oh, some falling up airs from 2saint, but doesn't turn into anything too significant. n0ne still working for this kill, though. Yeah, all that space for Jigglypuff to DI and just keep surviving.
Right. Yeah, that's what makes this such a strong Puff counter pick. Even the likes of Falcon, one of the heaviest hitters in the game, still pretty tough to kill Puff here.
n0ne getting all the way out there with up air, though, still turning that grab into a kill. And now it's a little closer, but it seems like the momentum's still on 2saint's side, maybe until he runs right into a Nair. Oh, all right, never mind. Nah, he still got it.
Okay. Yeah, 2saint, very creative with Puff, does a lot of unorthodox sort of follow-ups that you wouldn't expect, where a lot of Puffs would just continuously back air to try to push the opponent off stage. 2saint will often up air to continue combos instead, get more damage before he pushes them off stage.
And especially against fastballers like Falcon, that up air combos so well. You just keep looping it on them a couple times. Ooh, pops up for a second back air. Looking for this edge guard. All right, gets back without any reversals there from Puff.
Yeah, that was a bit of a risky edge guard from n0ne. Luckily for him, he's fine. That up air almost killing there, and now suddenly back to even game, basically.
And knocking him off stage. 2saint burning a few jumps. Ooh, gets caught by the stomp, but not enough to kill off the top there.
Yeah, once again, the Dreamland benefit's so good for Puff. She lives significantly longer, like almost twice as long as any other stage. Just kind of nuts.
n0ne having full faith in 2saint's ability to edge guard there. You saw him not even go for Falcon kick. He just dipped.
For sure. Definitely respects 2saint as a player. That up air is also not going to kill. Great DI from 2saint. Even at 150, he's living.
Oh, the air dodge. Saving his skin just in time.
Yeah. All right. And that one will definitely do it. So back to even. If n0ne goes up 2-0 here, this is looking really rough for 2saint, especially with how well n0ne's been playing all day.
Puff being perfect combo fodder for down throw up air, even well into the hundreds. That really helps Falcon in this matchup. Kind of helps him avoid a Marthritis type of situation where he can't just land that last hit.
Yeah, and really, really smart follow-up there from n0ne. Instead of going for a knee or an up air, he actually stomped 2saint back to the platform in order to get a further follow-up and ended up racking like 80% with one combo. So just really smart stuff from n0ne. Giving him the lead here.
Great whiff punish on the pound with knee, too. Just swinging this game into his favor suddenly. It's been all about 2saint for like pretty much the entire time we've seen these two on screen so far on this on Dreamland. But now this is pretty firmly in n0ne's favor. Knee from anywhere on one side, you know, closer to that blast zone, it's done. And maybe from anywhere at this point.
Yeah, grab could also be it.
Yeah, very true.
Ooh. Like that side B recovery. We're seeing that more and more these days, becoming a viable option. Okay, good edge guard from 2saint. He's got to make something big happen here. Oh, wow, what an intercept. Yeah.
I like that.
Really smart, but yeah, he tries to sneak in there with the wave dash. n0ne ready with the back air. And that's one of the hard parts about playing someone like n0ne with a character like Puff is he's such a fast player. Playing the fastest character in the game, it's so difficult to sneak by and, you know, just open him up in the neutral because especially as a character like Puff, you just don't have that level of speed. You gotta pick your spots insanely well, and n0ne makes it so hard to do so by having hitboxes out all the time.
Just some great play and a great turnaround from n0ne too. He was down most of that game, especially against Puff on Dreamland. That can be a daunting task to chase the lead like that. But when you got Falcon, tons of power, tons of speed, makes it a little easier. Wow, huge opening for 2saint though, kicking things off with a rest. Not the biggest punish in the world from n0ne either.
Yeah, that was an impressive rest too, because he barely had enough time to get that rest. It was like kind of a soft hit of that up tilt. It wasn't the best pop up, but he immediately reacted and got that rest out in time. So good stuff from 2saint capitalizing. But even then, none has managed to bring it, over 100% almost immediately. Like none is just playing insane today, and 2saint's got to try and not only establish momentum, but actually keep that momentum.
Yeah, n0ne has kept that fire burning throughout the entirety of the set, not
Ooh.
being scared about being down in either of these games. But you know what? It just happened again. 2saint landing a sick rest,
Yeah,
getting the job done.
I mean, an amazing tool that Puff has that allows her to really turn the tides of a match in her favor. Is not just the fact that Rest kills so early, it's just the momentum that you're establishing by taking a stock that quickly. Because neutral wise, this game has been mostly in none's favor, and yet he's down 3 stocks to 1 because of the 2 rests.
Yep, that's the beauty of Jigglypuff. Don't necessarily have to win neutral all the time. But of course, when you lose it, you pay the price. Being so light, we could see up air take a stock here, and we do. DI not the best from 2saint, but I mean that recognition by n0ne to just find the opening, sneak that in there. It's a little harder than it looks against the likes of Puff, who just has a hitbox out all the time.
Yeah, and Amsta tech on the knee. That was almost danger. That was almost ended up being a bad thing for 2saint, because none almost followed up on that Amsta tech with another knee. Could have been stock right there.
And if he finds it right here, I think he's very much in position to take the 3-0. 2saint has been just landing these clutch hits, landing the rest, opening up a big lead, and then getting it snatched from him immediately. Can't help but think the wind might come out of his sails if n0ne finds a kill here pretty soon.
Yeah, 2saint would love some extra damage here if possible, for sure. Finds a couple back airs. Okay. Oh, nice little extension. n0ne's able to get out.
And we've seen Puff not have access to rest because she's been down a stock, for a good portion of the set. And now you just see the opposite. Puff is up a stock. She's not scared at all to trade.
Right. Great stuff from 2saint. Those 2 rests obviously key, but even beyond that, still kept his composure very well. As n0ne is playing clearly great, still manages to honestly the first person to take a game off n0ne today. That's pretty solid for 2saint for sure. But now got his work cut out for him, as n0ne has 2 straight counter picks for 2saint to try to make this comeback.
Yeah, there will not be any more Dreamland to save this man. So Pokemon Stadium is going to be the pick. Wow, going for the shield buster right there.
Yeah, that's the n0ne classic. A lot of other Falcons have started to use that, but n0ne has been using it from the beginning, basically.
Okay, looking for a grab on the landing from Puff. Not going to find it. 2saint in firm control of this match. Lands the forward smash.
That was a genius forward smash. Just really, really good read on n0ne's neutral.
For this chase down, 2saint just burning some time in the air. Okay, just an up air, but trying to run him out of jumps and force the knee. Yes, n0ne right back in it. This guy's so hard to stop, man. Feels like momentum is always on his side, even after you beat the hell out of him.
Right, like almost every stock, even those rests in that previous game, n0ne answers back so quickly. You don't really have a chance to build your confidence up.
He also has such a good pulse on like the feel of matches. He knows when you're just a little bit too confident and he gets to steal that away from you.
Yeah, and n0ne once again punishing pound with knee. 2saint has thrown out very few pounds, but a lot of them have been getting punished immediately by n0ne. So even though he's been pretty reserved as far as how much he's been using it, he might have to use it even less.
Wow, down throw back air, catches the DI there from 2saint. Still results in a stock for n0ne. And now he's up by a little bit, but we'll see if 2saint can squeeze this one out real quick. Yup, he's probably dead.
Oh. Okay.
Should be, but n0ne is on the screen.
Oh, n0ne still living. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. n0ne. He's moving, man.
Yo, he used the pop-up just to get another tech chase opportunity with another stomp. This guy's a gamer.
Right. Yeah, no. That's the combo continuation from n0ne is so smart. He's not going to start throwing out. Oh my goodness. He's not going to start throwing out those knees and up airs until he knows that that's going to kill. He's going to try to extend with stomps, with tech chases, whatever he can do to build that damage further. And against Puff, it's not going to take much before she's at that kill percent, especially on Stadium.
Yeah, it would take a severe blunder from n0ne to turn this one around, but you know, that is very much possible. Jigglypuff, one of those characters who makes those forced errors happen on the opponent's behalf. She's difficult to chase down. You only get a couple hits on her at a time. Ooh, fighting his way out of the corner with a fair, but it doesn't matter. Wow. It's gonna get punished on hit by n0ne for the set.
Insane. n0ne just playing so well. 2saint, honestly, with a pretty good game plan and had some really solid stuff in that set, but n0ne just on fire. And so once again, I don't mean the fever. I need to see that thermometer. I don't know if I believe that n0ne's that sick right now. I mean, the gameplay is sick, but if he's playing this well with an illness, I do not want to see him when he's healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
This is wild. n0ne moving on to losers semis, so at least top 4 guaranteed for n0ne now after an early winner's exit has run it all the way back, including avenging his loss to 2saint in winners there with a dominant 3-1. Nicely done.
Now, that one has got to feel good too. It's like, all right, man, I might have been feeling even worse yesterday, so now that I'm maybe